What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning back into the Biz with D on My Pure Swings Radio with your rock star on the mic. And right now we have our friend Meelah, who now is a cast member on R&B Divas Atlanta. How are you?
Hey, I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing great. So glad to have you back. So welcome back, and congratulations on everything.
Thank you. I'm so excited right now. I feel so blessed. I'm glowing inside. I really am. I'm happy.
I know that.
It feels good to be working again and being acknowledged for it, and people, really appreciating my music. I'm happy about that.
Absolutely. Because I know the last time we talked, it was 2 years ago, and you were just kind of trying to get things started, just coming out there. How's the process been so far?
I mean, it's definitely been a tedious one. It's been a gradual one as well, but I think timing is everything, And I've been very anxious, and I've been impatient, and I've been just antsy. I've been ready for this moment, and just when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? You get frustrated, and you know what I'm saying? But I think everything has definitely, fallen in place and fallen in line when it was supposed to. And I'm happy that 2 years later, hey, at least I can say I'm on the show now, with R&B Divas. I just released a new single, and I'm really happy. Absolutely. It's still a grind, though. Look, it's still a grind every day. It's still a grind.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It's a grind. Oh, my God, nonstop. I haven't arrived completely, you know what I'm saying? I still have a long way to go. I still have a lot of work to do, but I'm just glad that I'm starting to see, some of the results of the hard work.
Absolutely. Now, did you know that you were going to do this show years before? How did this R&B Divas project come to you exactly?
No, I didn't know. I had been approached by several different, Miss Atlanta, honey, has become the domain of reality TV shows. Mm-hmm. So I had been approached by a few different shows and pilots and whatnot. Had been, I had shot a little bit here and there, and I just wasn't sure if I wanted to do reality TV. I knew I wanted to do something reality-based, but, I wanted it to be the right project. So when R&B Divas came along, let's see, I think my manager was approached, and he asked me if I wanted to do it, and I have a relationship with, I know one of the executive producers on the show, and I was just kind of thinking, maybe I will, because at least it's about vocalists, and it's about our journey as, recording artists. So if I'm going to do any type of reality show, I felt like R&B Divas made the most sense. So I was approached, we talked about it for a little while back and forth, and a year later, it was finalized. It was kind of I think they were just trying to decide, I guess the changes that they were going to make, and I was kind of on standby, and they realized with my story being so compelling and with my personality, right, that I would be a good fit, a good addition. So
that's true. And how's your son doing?
He is wonderful. Oh my goodness! Look, wearing my nerves, wearing me out. He's good though. He's so good. He's such a ball of energy. My son is happy all day, every day, and he plays so long and hard. And I look at him can you please give mommy just 2% of that energy, honey? Because he is non-stop. So he's good. He's in school. School's almost out, Lord Jesus. So we got to figure out how to keep him busy for the summer. But he's doing great. He's about to start kindergarten.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in the new school year. So my baby's getting old.
Time is flying.
It is, right? He's 5 now.
Making me feel old.
You, I'm what you doing at 5? I just had you. Why are you turning 5 already?
Wow, that's crazy. Wait, so
he's good. Thanks for asking. He's good though.
Oh, no problem. So he's a Taurus baby too.
He's what? I'm sorry.
He's a Taurus baby too.
No, he was born March 30th. He's an Aries.
Oh, I thought you said his birthday was this month. I was going to say.
No. I'm sorry. Oh, he just turned 5. Yeah, in March, the end of March. Mm-hmm. He's supposed to be a Pisces like his mother, but he chose to come out a little later. So.
Doesn't that always
my birthday
happen?
was March 8th, and I just knew he was going to come, like, near my birthday. I was so excited, but that didn't happen.
Right. But sometimes it does happen for some parents like that, or on the exact day.
I know. I think that is super cute, but you know what? It's probably best because this one over here loves her birthday so much. Zach, I'm not sharing my birthday with you.
Oh, my goodness. So let me ask you, because, your work, you interact with different people on the show, like Selena Johnson, Kiki. I mean, everybody. Is it Angie? How is it, being in a setting with them, like now, would you say?
I mean, for the most part, it's pretty chill. As far as I'm concerned, I don't really have any beef with anybody, thank God. So, for me, it's very relaxed. Everybody definitely has, their own personalities. I think everybody has a big personality in their own right. We've all established or experienced so much in the industry and have established ourselves as, I think, really great artists that have accomplished so many things. So, we are all divas in our own right, and I think as long as everybody respects each other and respects the fact that we're all different, we're not always going to see eye to eye, then it's, then it could be a cool environment. I walked into the situation knowing, like, hey, I've been in the girl group before. I've had to work with multiple women, and I know that at the end of the day, listen, we are not always going to agree. So if we're mature enough to just know that and agree to disagree and keep it respectful, everything should be fine. So, I mean, I'm good with them. I'm good being in a setting with all of them. I'm not bothered by it. I mean, I'm very, easygoing when it comes to a bunch of women, because I don't like confrontations, and I don't like foolishness, and I don't like tension and arguing and all of that stress, for unnecessary reasons. Like, I'm good. So I'll pay it I will pay it, honey, before I get into all of that.
I hear you on that, because stress ain't nothing that anybody needs to have,
It's not. It's definitely unnecessary stress. Like, I'm not about to be going back and forth with you. We're not about, listen, we are grown. I'm not about to be bickering back and forth.
That's what I have to do with people. I be like, oh no.
That need my attention, okay?
Right, like music. Like this music.
Hello.
And speaking of just music in general, I know you guys are still working together with the project and co-parenting your son. It's like that. How's everything with you guys? Even though you guys aren't together, like, because that can be difficult. Being in the industry and not being with that person.
It can, and we definitely have had our moments, but we are really good. We're great right now. He's been very supportive of me and everything that I got going on. Of course, I'm always supportive of what he has going on musically. Like, at the end of the day, we still have respect for one another as parents, as people, as artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, he loves what I do. I love what he does. We love our kid, and we love each other, and we're not together as a couple, but we still respect one another, and I think that's key,
Right.
The good thing is we're still friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're still cordial, and we can still, like, we can still go to the movies, we can still go out to eat, we could still, like, we're good. So, I mean, it gets taxing sometimes. I mean, of course, we have our challenging moments, because we're both hustling shit. We both trying to
right.
So we're both trying to get it together so that our son can have the best of the best. So it gets frustrating at times, but for the most part, like, yeah, we really know why we're both doing this, and the common denominator is Zachariah, and we do still have love for one another, so we're gonna always keep it respectful.
That seriously is so beautiful and inspiring. Like, I tell you, here, you guys inspire me, period, like, before you tell me that, because it's so rare that in the industry that parents, even though they're not together, they make it work, and they're like, you know what, let's do this. we were at different peaks in our careers like that. You now Musiq not being like a major artist but having an independent deal, now it's like, we really got to work this thing, period. We still got a name.
Listen, we got to eat over here. We have a kid, a special needs kid that has special freaking medical bills, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Requires special things. Like, it's hard. Like, he knows that I'm at a point in my career where I could use his help, and vice versa. Like, so why not? Let's maximize and capitalize off of any and all opportunities that either one of us have, and try to help each other, because we got a kid together.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, my career can use a boosting, and so can yours, sir. So let's make it happen.
And were you ever, like, just talking about boost careers like that, were you ever apprehensive about doing a reality show?
Oh, yeah.
Apprehensive, sorry.
Yeah. Heck yeah. I definitely wasn't like, sign me up. Where's the pay? I'm ready. Like, no. Heck no. I had to pray about it and really think about it. I had to question whether or not I was ready to open up about my son, whether or not I wanted my son on TV, whether or not I was ready to open up about me and Musiq no longer being in a relationship. Like,
right.
I'm very private, as you can see. We're very private. Like,
yeah, because those things we did, I didn't know. I knew you guys weren't together because we had talked about that, but I had never knew. Well, I knew your son had autism as well.
Mm-hmm.
You just told me, but I didn't know other things.
Right. I mean, a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know that we still live together. Like, I got a lot going on over here.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, our shit is complicated.
Right, and you know what, though? And you guys living together, honestly, is the best situation for your child, so people can sit there and make their judgment, say, like, that looks whatever it does. I mean, it can look however it may seem to people, but at the end of the day, you guys have a child together who has autism that needs you both physically, mentally, and spiritually.
Absolutely.
So it goes beyond that, what people have to say, because people are evil.
I know. And that's the thing, I didn't talk about it much on the show because this is not what I'm on the show for. We're not here to discuss my living situation and what me and Musiq Soulchild got going on, because that really ain't my business. But I think I don't know how it's going to play out on the show. I don't know what they chose to use or not, what what's going to be shown or not. But I didn't get very candid, but I do remember saying to one of the divas in a conversation that we still live together. So, the world will know soon enough, or not, if they chose not to use that part. I don't really know, but I know I'm gonna get all types of judgments and whatnot, and I've been having to deal with that since joining reality TV. Not pertaining to Musiq Soulchild, but just pertaining to my life, period. People already got stuff to say from what they've seen on the show, and my personality, my mouth, and this and that. And it's just like, I cannot live for y'all. I cannot please y'all. I cannot. And so I'm not going to even try, because, you can't win for losing. Like, somebody's going to, if you're too perfect, they're going to have something to say. And then if you're not the way they thought you should be or thought that you were, they're going to have something to say. So I can't please everybody.
And I think, and that's the problem with people, they especially with these reality shows, and even let's even talk about Love and Hip Hop, for example. They always think that people are going to be this certain way, and they feel like, oh, that's scripted because of this. And I'm like, why are you expecting this when this is their lives? Like, you got to go with what's there. Like, stop trying to pre-think stuff. It's not the way it works.
Exactly. Well, I think people, especially like with me and coming from a group and having been gone so long, people don't know much about me. All they know is, okay, that's the girl that was the lead singer of that group. Oh, that's the voice of the group. Right. Oh, okay, I remember her from 702. But people never really knew who Meelah was as an individual. We never really got to, I don't think, expose who we were as individuals, and so they don't know who I am. And so I think people judge me based on how I look and what they think I would be like, I think people look and be like, oh, she looks like she's really quiet and, really sweet and don't really have an opinion, like the very, neutral, laid-back one, which there are those elements of me, definitely. Like I just told you, I'm very non-confrontational. Like, I'm not combative like that, but I will speak my mind. I do have an opinion. You know what I'm saying? And I sometimes I do have a smart mouth. I mean, yes, I use profanity, but it's like, okay, I'm a grown-ass woman. Like, so what? Like, I mean, what y'all want from me? They trying to nail me to the cross already, honey. They have been trying to crucify me. But, I mean, it comes with the territory, so it is what it is.
For sure. And you do have a new single out, which is absolutely phenomenal. Tell everybody about that record because I love it. And in fact, I just love all your music. So tell them about that record.
Thank you. Okay, so Give It To You is one of many songs that Musiq and I worked on together. We started working on a project a little while ago, just kind of experimenting, with some stuff. And we ended up doing Give It To You, and I was like, when we did it, like, I ain't gonna lie, because I know if he was in here, he'd be like, that ain't true. When I first heard it, I was like, I don't know, like, is it gonna be strong enough? Like, I just don't know. But once we started creating it, and we both started writing it or what have you, and we completed it, and I listened back, I was like, hey, I think this might be a good song. Like, I think if people will like it, I'm like, okay, the hook is catchy, I think it's sing alongable, because I've been gone for a minute bit, so I'm like, I'm like, wait a minute, I don't know what these people want these days. Like, the game has changed, it's very, let's see, image-driven, and then it's like a lot of our R&B artists are singing, like the Euro pop dance records, and so, for whatever reason, R&B and soul has kind of got lost in the sauce of things. Like, it's not,
right.
It's a very hip-hop heavy industry. So, when we finished it, I'm like, I like it because it's us, and I'm grooving because it's, it's me or what have you. But I'm like, the public, are they going to like it? Musiq knew it was a hit straight off. He's like, dude, I'm telling you, it's a dope record. Like, people are going to like it. And I just, but I've been getting phenomenal feedback and response, and I'm just happy about it. Like, I'm so excited that people love it, and I'm just so grateful. I'm so humbled that people are just excited to hear me again. So I couldn't ask for more. I'm really excited about it. I think people are just happy that finally she released something.
Right, like officially.
Yeah.
And you did have your singles, though, out.
I could do it with my baby father is a plus, so I'm
high five, girl.
Okay.
Because, I mean, the singles that you released before, they weren't with Musiq. They were with different, with different producers like that. So I think the fact that people are seeing is like, you know what, they are, really doing this thing as a duo. And they're doing it for real, and they're doing it with a great purpose too. Right.
I mean, I actually have another duet with him. We've done, like I said, lots of stuff in the studio, just messing around. But like, we're not about to be Ashford and Simpson. Not about, like, my next release is not going to be, another duet with him.
Right.
He definitely probably will produce some more tracks for me, and we co-write some stuff together. But I don't want y'all to get too excited and think, honey, we about to be a group, a duo.
Right, doing a whole album.
Well, we work exceptionally well together. Our chemistry, I think, is great in the studio. And so I definitely will want to release, some other stuff that he's done for me, like on the production side of things. But, yeah, I don't want to, like, release another duet and people, like, thinking, okay, honey, she done went from 702 to Eminem, child, Meelah Musiq, no ma'am. That's not what it is. But I'm so happy, though, that, like, people do appreciate us on a record together, because I think we have a cool little vibe. I think we have a cool thing going on record together.
You guys definitely do. And was there one thing, like how early on did you guys know that about, like, the chemistry that you guys really had musically, too?
At least 3 or 4 years now. Musiq put me in the studio like around, I don't know, 2010, 2011, and we just started working on stuff. And he's such a freaking musical genius that I don't think it's hard for him to make, anybody in the studio not sound good, because I can sing. I ain't talking about the sound, but I don't think it's hard for him to take an artist who is naturally talented, like, I can sing, thank God. So that was easy. But
you said thank God.
Well, because, it's like everybody, you don't have to know how to sing these days. No shade, but it's like you don't have to know how to sing. So music is so freaking talented that he can take somebody that couldn't sing and make a smash. But being that, thankfully, I do have the God-given talent, he could take somebody like me and then infuse what he already has as an artist, as a singer, songwriter, producer. He's so freaking dope that with him being as talented that he is and with me having what I have naturally, it's just organic. Like our chemistry is like undeniable, because he has his approach and I have mine, and I think the two of them together is just like, oh wow, y'all got something. So we've been working on it for a while, but it all came together. I think with Give It To You, as you can hear, I think we realized, like, of everything that we've done together, that was, like, a perfect song to release.
Right. And the perfect timing, too. And let me ask you, are you, is Give It To You going to be on an EP and album? Because I know before.
Yeah, I'm working on an EP. I would like to release an EP, and then I eventually would like to release an entire album.
Okay. Just letting the show kind of.
I'm just letting using the show as a platform to kind of give me, the buzz that I need to generate the attention that I need to introduce myself and reintroduce myself, so people can see, oh wow, okay, she's back on the scene, she's releasing new music, she's working in the studio again. Like definitely utilizing this platform to kind of like, give everybody hello, give everybody like a sense of the fact that, okay, she's back.
Right.
It's been a process. It's been a very tedious process, like I said before. And now with the show, thank God, it kind of gives me, that whole commercial, if you will. It's an advertisement. So I'm using that to release some more singles. I'm going to definitely release some more singles throughout the season, at least, and then hopefully an EP soon.
Okay. Now, do you know how many how many singles you want to release already?
I'll leave it to me. I would love to release a single episode, but at least a good.
We could do that though.
Okay, I want to release 2 or 3 more.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bet at least gives people more music to hear.
Yeah.
I think the method behind that is good. Even with Kiki, what she do.
Please repeat. I mean, listen, as vocalists with this type of platform, that's the ideal thing to do. Like, I chose to do this show not to become the next big reality star, but to, pick up my music career and, just kind of get myself back going as a vocalist. Like, that's what I am first. I'm a singer. You know what I mean? Of course, I want to do other things and use this platform to become a brand and an entrepreneur and really, really brand myself. But before anything, I'm a vocalist. That's what I like. That's what I've always done. That's what I love to do. And I want to use this for that purpose. Like, let me get a record deal. Let me give y'all an album. Like, let me be the vocalist that I am and take full advantage of R&B Divas for that reason.
That is so true. I have to have a sidebar real quick. Because I just had a random thought. Why do I hate with blogs when you post one song when it's supposed to be when it goes exclusive with Yahoo, and then then more people start posting it, then another person was supposed to premiere it, and then they get mad because they see that 2 other people did it as an exclusive. Why can't 3 people do it as an exclusive? Everybody got a different reach. Sidebar.
Yeah, don't even give me the blogs is just an interesting thing altogether.
In fact, since that was a sidebar that had you thinking real quick, what do you, even though the blogs are a make and break situation within the industry and music careers, how would you say that they've reacted to the new music from you?
I mean, as far as Give It To You is concerned, I've got nothing but great feedback. They've been showing me so much love. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's some critics out there. I haven't seen anything, but I'm sure there's some people that don't love the song. I'm sure there's some people that think it's all right. I'm sure there's some people that don't like it at all, you know, because everybody has their preference. Everybody has, you know, a particular sound that they like and a particular, you know, type of style of music per se that they're into. So I'm sure there's some people out there that might think, hell, who knows? They might think it might not be, you know, upbeat enough for them, or it might be a little too 90s sounding, or, you know, so I'm sure there's people out there that's not really into it. However, from what I've been getting, the momentum has been amazeballs, and everybody has been digging it, and I've just been getting so much love, and the response has just been super duper dope. Like, oh my gosh, people have been so receptive, and it's just been like really nice things that I've seen. So I'm excited about it. I feel great about it, you know, especially releasing it and not being 100% sure how it was going to be received. Like, now getting back the feedback that it's been positive, like, I'm so ecstatic. I could do a cartwheel over here right now.
You better get it, girl.
Come on, cartwheel. I'm hyped that people are just excited that I'm back musically, that I'm back, like, you know, as far as them being able to hear my voice again. Like, I think that was the main thing. Because people have been asking me for years, like, when you going to put them out? And, you know, I threw them out here and there, just for the hell of it and just to get people's, you know, response and how people felt or whatnot. But I never really, pardon me, I never really put anything out officially, you know, to be like, this is my official single. So the fact that, you know, my first official release has gotten a really cool response, I'm happy about that. And I'm just going to keep it coming. You know, now it's time to, you know, make sure we give them what they want. And it seems like what they want, you know, is more songs. Like, they want me to have a whole album or at least an EP. People are like, when we going to get a whole album? We ready for more. So I'm just happy that they still give a dag about my voice, you know. Because I've been gone for a minute. People could really be like, who cares? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because it has been a minute. But you know what?
It has.
Since you have a different vocal pattern and stuff like that and everything, and you're just so flawless like that, people don't mind. They're not going to mind you coming back as a solo artist because 702 was everything. I already told you about how I felt about the record, you know, where my girls and all that other stuff, but that, seriously, like that, no one was touching what you guys were doing, like with Missy and stuff like that.
Yeah, a lot of times thank you, by the way, but a lot of times I feel like, you know, the stuff we did with her especially was before its time. I feel like a lot of our records were before their time. Like, I don't know, we definitely had something special. We definitely had, like, some really strong records and a sound, you know. And I feel like, you know, don't get me wrong, we all contributed to the group, but I do feel like my voice lended something special to the industry, you know. Missy and my chemistry in the studio was just bomb.com. Like, I definitely think we definitely set a standard and a certain sound, like with Stilo, even going back to the first song she did for us, the first album. Stilo, you could play that record today, and it just puts you in a space. It's a certain sound. I don't know what that is. Stilo, Where My Girls At, both of those Missy did. You know, it's just a certain sound. People over in the UK love You Don't Know. That wasn't as big here. That was one of our singles that we didn't. Missy didn't do that one, but we did a video for it, and that's the song we had the little auto-tune. That's before auto-tune was even popular.
Right.
You know, and, I mean, that song is huge. Like, today in the UK, that song is still huge. Like, they do, like, these garage mixes over there, and they play it in the club all the time. I'm like, wow. It's crazy, you know. So I'm humbled by that, the fact that, like, I know that I have a part in that. Like, that makes my heart warm and fuzzy. So I think that's the thing that people can connect with, the fact that when they hear 702, there's a certain sound that's distinctive. You know, there's a distinct sound. And that distinct sound definitely was, you know, the production, and it was also, you know, my voice. So I think when people hear it again, it's like, oh, wow, I ain't heard this in a minute, but I remember it. Yo, I remember I liked this sound. I liked her voice. I remember that, you know. And so I'm so grateful. I really am. I'm just happy to be singing again.
I know that's right, because it can be very troublesome when you have to stop or put something on hold, or you just feel like, I don't know if I'm going to do this.
I mean, I've had my moments. I definitely have had my moments. I'm going back and forth with it and, you know, just dealing with life and raising a son and being gone so long. Like, you have those questions in the back of your mind, like, is it even still worth it? Do people want to hear me? Do people care? Do I care? You know, you have those moments. Do I want to do it anymore? You definitely go through all of those different emotions, but I knew I was going to do it again eventually because, I mean, I just love music too much. I love singing way too much.
And I can tell. I'm just glad that, you know, you decided to do this show and using that platform, because there's a lot of times with other shows that people do not use the platform. They miss their peak, or they just miss their peak in life, period. I mean, like, yo, you can't do that. Like, when God is telling you this is the time, use this platform,
that's
go.
Right.
Run with it.
Right. And that's what I've been trying to explain to everybody, like, you know, I get a lot of, what took you so long, you know, and I'm like, listen, y'all got to holler at God, honey, because clearly it was all in his timing, you know.
Right.
It just wasn't time before. It just wasn't. I can't give you no other answers. It just was not time. You know, and so now that I do have this platform, yes, I want to take the baton, honey, and I want to run like Forrest Gump, honey, and make sure I utilize and you know, take full advantage and be smart about it. You know, I don't want to miss this boat. I'm praying to God that it all happens, you know, for me in the right way, and that I can capitalize off this moment, you know, and do like Candy Burrs and do like, you know, Bethany Frankel, and really use this platform to get me to the next level in life. Because for me, I have a kid now. It's bigger than Meelah, you know.
Right.
It's the purpose. Like, all of this is for Zach. And, you know, I'm here to raise awareness for autism and, you know, get involved with different things that are bigger than, you know, being famous and having this car and having these clothes and this bag and bling bling and all that. It's bigger than that.
Right.
And I'm seeing that now. It's like, okay, I get it now, God. Okay, got it. This voice was still intended to be used, and it now has to be used, you know, for a bigger purpose. It's not about just having a hit on my hands. Like, I want to use my voice, and I want to get opportunities to raise awareness for, you know, autism and special needs, and just really give back. I just want to help less fortunate families that are raising special needs children, and just give back, period. It doesn't even have to be about special needs, but just giving back. Like, I see now that it's not about me. Like, I think as a human race, we're so selfish, and we don't realize we're here to pay it forward. And that's what it's about.
I know that's right.
The R&B Divas can help me do that. Let's go.
And I'm sure that, more than sure, that it's definitely going to help you do that. Have you thought about doing like a foundation?
Yes, I do have a foundation, actually. It's called PROUD, Parents Reaching Out to Understand Developmental Delays, PROUD. And it's early in its early stages. I just started it. We did do one benefit concert, which y'all are going to see on the show. That was we raised awareness for autism, and it was a benefit concert that myself and Musiq participated in, and we invited out a few of our industry peers, and it turned out so well. Like, it came together, and it was really, really, really nice. It was so fun, and everybody showed up just for the cause, and I was so grateful. So y'all will see that on the show. But yes, Proud is going to definitely be putting on more events and raising awareness, you know, and that's what it's all about. That's what I want to do. You know, I have this platform for my music, but I also now have my Proud Foundation. And, you know, I've had the opportunity to speak to women like Holly Robinson Pete, who we know is a huge advocate for autism. And so being able to connect with people like her and have conversations with people like D.L. Hughley's wife, you know, I don't know her well, but I met her in L.A. when the Divas were out doing our One Night Only concert, and her and her husband, her and D.L. have a son with Asperger's, and he is now, I think 25. And, you know, you just
wow.
never know. So many people in this industry, in the African-American community and the African-American celebrity community that have special needs children. You would have never known, you know. And so to be able to talk to people like that, it really warms my heart. And I want to definitely get Proud on board with these people, and hopefully they'll come on board with me and do some really big, great things to raise awareness. So I'm working on stuff like that as well. And, you know, I had this children's album. I probably told you the last time I spoke to you.
Yeah.
Children, you know, that's still out there, and I really want to keep pushing that and possibly even do another project, you know, for kids, and this time have the proceeds go to autism awareness.
That would be so dope. And real quick before I let you go, how has the response been to that project? Because I just love it. It's different too. And
the children's project.
Mhm.
It is so different, right? The people that know about it love it. It's just really about getting the word out. There's still a whole lot of people that don't know about it. I talked about it on the show, so I'm hoping it made the cut. You know, you don't always know what they're going to keep or what they aren't. So hopefully people will see it and go out and buy it. You know, it's really just about word of mouth. You know, a whole lot of people that don't know about it yet. And so I'm just constantly, every interview I'm doing, and every time I get a chance, I speak on it, and I tell people, like, go get it, go get it, go get it. Because the people that do know about it are like, girl, this is genius. Like, y'all really have something on y'all's hands. Like, this needs to be distributed. You know, so I'm working on possibly trying to get a distributor for that and, you know, releasing it on a non-independent platform.
That would be dope.
Mm-hmm.
It is a great project.
I think so too. I think it's really, really great. Like, I don't know, the way it all came together. It sounds, like you said, it's different, you know. And then I approached it differently. I approached it with a little more of my jazz influence, and then, you know, we have some other artists on there that contributed in their own special way musically. So I think it's just really cute. It's dope though, because it's friendly for kids, but as adults you can like listen to it and groove, you know, and forget you're listening to kids' music.
That is true.
Like that Tire Shoes song, that is my joint. It goes hard.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I'm up here thinking about tying shoes, but it's but it sounds so
like good. You better tie them shoes.
Okay. Oh, tie your shoes.
Or you fall and bust your little bum.
Right.
And we don't want that. So, I mean,
please don't fall. I don't have time for all that. Tie your shoes.
Right. You better pick it up if you fall. In fact, just trip. Don't even fall.
Right.
Trip.
Okay. Right.
Because if you trip, okay, we'll let that slide. But then if you fall, I'm walking the other way. Look down.
No.
Look down at you, then keep it moving.
No knees. Keep it cute.
Oh yeah, no bloody knees. I can't even remember the last time. You know what? I think I can't remember the last time I had. But see, I did something. I was being a little stunt man, trying to be funny.
See what I'm saying?
Little story. I don't know who told me that jumping off a bike was so cool, and not a motorcycle bike, but just a regular, you know.
Mm-mm.
Bam!
No, ma'am. Sit down. See them guys. Too much.
And of course, I was like 7. But of course, you know, you're young, you learn. That's why you also tie your shoes too, because maybe my shoes weren't tied.
My knees now from when I was 7, from riding a bike, doing too much, trying to be cute.
It happens. But Meelah, thanks so much for coming back and chatting with me. I always love chatting with you.
Thank you for having me. And you know I love chatting with you, honey, because I'm like, that accent, what is that? Where, Baltimore?
Close. I'm from Delaware, so it's close.
Okay.
So you get a little mix of a mix of all of that in Philly.
Okay, right. Because I'm like, because I have family in Maryland. I have family in like Lord, where do they live? Randallstown and Baltimore, all that little area.
Okay.
over there near D.C. So I just heard a little something in there.
Everybody notices it. They're like, what is that? Because some days it'll sound very, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Delaware. Then they'll be like, are you from New York? And then they'll be like, are you from somewhere? I'm like, no, I'm not from there.
I knew it was Baltimore. I'm like, that's got to be Baltimore. Okay, got it.
You were on point.
I'm from Vegas. Vegas. We don't really have it. The Vegas accent is country. People don't know that, but most people in Vegas, most black people from Vegas, hell, all the black people from Vegas pretty much come from the South,
Right.
So, now people are telling me, you are so country. Oh, my God. I'm like, yeah, I will admit, being in Atlanta, it definitely has brought out, honey, the Southern, my Southern genes, honey.
I think it's brought it out more from the last time we talked, but you know what? I love that because Atlanta is like one of the best places in the world.
I have gotten so country, and it's crazy because, my mom, I'm from Vegas, born and raised. My mom, born and raised Vegas, but my family, they come from my mom and my dad's side is from Louisiana, both sides. So I'm like, child, we just country anyway. They
better just get up on it and stop being late.
Okay, no late. Please, no late children, honey.
Yeah, but thank
you
again
so much. I really appreciate you giving me the time to, spill all my tea and promote my stuff. Thank you.
Oh, anytime. You know that you're always welcome. Corey knows how to get in touch with us. We follow each other, so anytime you want to, drop something like that, you can always. We'll test it out, too.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, I always need an outlet, honey, to play the new stuff.
For sure. So before we have you do a new drop, tell everybody who might be behind, but they watch the show. Tell them where they can follow you as far as like your social media is concerned, so they can keep up with your good music.
Absolutely. Okay, I am on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram under It's Meelah, ITSMEELAH. It's Meelah. My SoundCloud, I think that's my SoundCloud too. That's a shame. I don't know. And my YouTube.
That's what it is.
But okay. So yeah, check me out, follow me. A girl could use some more followers. I appreciate the love. You want to hear a few little songs that aren't necessarily official, singles or whatnot, check my SoundCloud out. And thank y'all so much. I really appreciate the love. I really, really do. I hope y'all are tuning in every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern on TV1 for R&B Divas. If you saw it last night, thank you. I was live tweeting. I might have talked to some of y'all. I'm not sure. It was heavy last night. I don't know if you saw it last night, but it was a heavy episode.
I didn't. You know what? I popped on your Twitter after the fact because I was on doing the show, so I was like,
okay. Yeah, you got to check it out. Last night was pretty intense. It was heavy. It was good though. It was a really good episode.
But heavy is always good because this season is really bringing in
You think so? You like it?
I like it. It's different.
Good.
It's less. It's real. I have to say it's real drama because I don't know what everybody else in the past what was going on because I'm feeling a little tired. I was like, no shade, but I was just like, what? This is ridiculous. You're a little bit too to be letting that get to you. The whole thing, even with Kiki and stuff like that, me and her the same sign. So I get it. You either take what a Taurus says to you, to your head, or you just let it go. There's no way you let something like that get to you. No way. Or if it's something that Latavia is to say, understand, she's saying it for a reason. That's how she feels. If you don't like it, go away.
Exactly. And that's why, like I told you earlier, look, child, I will pay it before I'm getting all of this back and forth bickering. No, ma'am. I can't do it. I can't. I don't even have the energy for all of that. It is what it is. Let everybody just be who they are. I mean, what you're going to see is definitely real drama this season, and it's about to unfold even more. So, yes, please catch up when you can. I know you be doing your show, but catch up when you can, honey, because it's about to get real, honey.
Trust me. I am tuned in.
This season is juicy. I will say it's juicy. It's some real drama about to unfold. So DVR it.
Absolutely, for sure. Because I do catch it after my show. I'll be like, okay, turn it on, David. Cause
yeah, I
clearly
know it's hard,
missed
baby.
it.
Like everybody got a lot going on, so I know it's hard. Like everybody, you got work and personal life and your social life and leisure stuff. Like it's hard trying to catch up on all these. There's so many daggone shows.
Yeah, so, I feel so bad because I got lost in the sauce with the Mary Mary show. So I'm trying to keep up with that, and then
no, it's a lot. You got Mary, then you want to watch your Housewives, and now you got a lot of hip hop acts on, and people be watching this little Lifetime dance show. It's just a lot.
Then we got our MTV shows, Teen Mom, 16 Pregnant, and then Catfish. I mean, like
Catfish, right? Oh, I ain't seen that in so long. I don't even try to keep up no more.
I don't think there's the time for it.
I can't. I don't have. Look, I'm busy these days. I'm booked these days. Okay.
That's right.
So thank God. God is good.
Absolutely.
Hey, what's up? This is Meelah, and you're now tuned in to The Biz with D.
Perfect. Thanks so much again. I definitely enjoyed talking to you. Shoot, we can go on and on and on.
What? I know. We can talk like we all BFFs, child. Let me hang this phone up.
We'll definitely have to do it again.
For sure. All right. I'm around. I'm always down. So just holler at me.
All right. Well, have a
good
day.
You too.
Thanks.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.